Hi, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Chris Atkinson, Vice President of Human Resources at Lakeview Regional Medical Center. I'm here today joined by Julie Atkins, RN educator who's been on board with the hospital for nearly 20 years. And we're going to talk a little bit today about the employment experience, what it's like to work at Lakeview. Lakeview is a full-service acute care hospital in the Covington, Louisiana area. We have nearly 900 employees that work here. 300 physicians that practice in our clinic network with 11 sites of care. And we are nationally known for our trauma program, stroke program, and cardiac services. So Julie, tell us a little bit about yourself and particularly what attracted you to work at Lakeview.
Chris, my family and I moved to Mandeville about 22 years ago. And when we came here, I didn't know anyone. I was not familiar with the hospitals in the area. And I had decided to have a second career, so I went to nursing school. And so one of the things that I did when I was at nursing school throughout is try to find every nurse I could that worked in the area, ask them a lot of questions about where they worked to see where a good place for me would be. So the things that I heard from every Lakeview nurse was that they talked about family, they talked about the home away from home, they talked about what support they were given, and how they all worked as a team. So here I am almost 20 years later, still at Lakeview, so I'd say I made a good decision.
Julie, for 3 straight years, Lakeview has been recognized by NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, and the Advocate newspaper as being one of the top employers in our area. And we're also very proud of an award that we received as offering a work-life balance, a special award for the work-life balance that we provide to employees. Tell me, what is it that Lakeview does that helps maintain that healthy work-life balance?
Chris, one of the things we do at Lakeview is we have self-scheduling. So the nurses are given the opportunity to self-schedule a month in advance. So that way, if they have special family events or they have special events at school for their children, or if they just need a me day, they can schedule that. And so they can make their schedule to meet their needs. But also we have a lot of nurses here at Lakeview that go to school. And it is a real challenge to do school and work at the same time. But because we have such a support for our administration, our managers and directors in working around school, they're able to do both.
One of the things too I've found as an employee here for now more than 3 years is the fact that we really do offer a family feel. There's a family environment to the organization that's different from a lot of other places. To you, what is it specifically that gives this place a family feel?
Everything. Chris, it's so hard to explain, but I really want to try. Lakeview is not the building. It is not the bricks and the mortar. It is every person that is inside this building that makes up Lakeview. Every department, every ancillary area, we all work together. So this is the absolute best place for a patient to come and be treated. We have seen our coworkers' children be born. We've watched them grow up. We've watched them graduate, get married, and there's been instances I've seen them now go on to have their own children. One of the things that makes it come full circle is about a year ago, I was sitting on the nurse's station. I had my head down, and all of a sudden I heard someone say, "Miss Julie." So I looked up, and it was a brand new nurse that was my daughter, my youngest daughter's age, that was now a brand new nurse. So it's really exciting watching the new nurses start their development. But then also too, another story that I often remember is I can't tell you how many times that I have been on the nurse's station and I have a family member come up and say, "Y'all really are family here." But the thing that's the difference is you could be walking through our halls or walking through the units and we say hi and we say hello to everyone. How are you? And it's not just a gesture of being polite. It is, "I'm really glad to see you today." So we're family here. We are here for the good times and the bad, but we are one unit and we're truly family.
Yeah, I agree. And aside from just the family feel, we know that, and studies have told us that one of the things that really attracts employees and resonates with them is the opportunity to work and grow, to learn and develop. What is it that Lakeview does that helps employees learn, develop, and grow?
We truly promote and support clinical growth. So we have a STAR residency program, and that's where a new graduate can come into the STAR program. And what they do is they have a 6 weeks of going through simulation, skills labs, and then even the classroom, and they learn management skills. Or if we have a new graduate that doesn't want to go through the STAR program, they can be a direct placement onto the unit as a new grad. And then they would get 7 weeks of orientation with a preceptor, learning firsthand how that works day to day. But then also too, in supporting our clinical growth, we often have nurses that have certain skill sets. Say they may start on the med-surg or tele, but have the drive or the want to go to ICU, or even take the path of an OR, or even any unit on our hospital, really. And because clinical growth is supported so much by our leadership team, it is always a path that they can take if that's what they choose.
That's great. You know, Lakeview is a part of HCA Healthcare, which is the nation's largest healthcare organization with 180 hospitals and 1,800 sites of care. What difference has that made to you in terms of Lakeview being a part of HCA?
I tell you, with HCA being the largest healthcare system behind you, it gives you support and stability, and it also provides job opportunities. You know, oftentimes there's a nurse that might have a life event that happens that causes them to move or to transfer. And having 180 hospitals across the United States makes helping find a job a little bit easier. But also, too, the benefits are second to none. And it also, we can share resources.
Yeah. Well, let's talk for a moment about benefits. You know, that's one of the advantages of being a part of HCA Healthcare is the fact that there's a comprehensive benefits plan that provides for the needs of employees and their families in a really comprehensive way. Tell the audience a little bit about some of the unique benefits that HCA is able to offer.
There is no one in our area that has the uniqueness of our benefits that we have at HCA. It's truly hard to tell you about all of them, but we have a phenomenal healthcare benefits, but also some of the individual ones are the Hope Fund. We provide financial help for those in need during financial crisis. We also have free telemedicine visits. We have free counseling that's through health assistance. But something that I think is really important for nurses too, quite often they want to go back to school. So we have tuition reimbursement for your undergraduate, graduate, or your doctorate program. We truly promote growth and development. So we also offer a bonus for the nurses' national certifications when they complete that.
That's excellent. You know, we also like to have our fun.
We do.
We do. So tell us a little bit about how nurses in particular like to have fun.
Okay. Nursing is a difficult job, but it's something that we love to do. But we always have to take a step back. So whether that's having fun off campus or on the campus, but some of the things that the nurses like to do that we've done through the year off campus, after hours, we've had movie nights, we've had pool parties, we've gone to painting with a twist. I've even seen nurses after work when I'm leaving, working out in the parking lot or on the trace, on the walking path. But our leadership team likes to have fun too, as well, during our hours, because we can always find something to celebrate. So we have had fun Fridays. We've had barbecues. We've had fish fries. We've had snowballs, as you know, Chris. We've had ice cream. There's so many things that we do to just bring us close together and be a family. It's truly an amazing place to work.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun being here, I have to say. Thank you so much for sharing your insight, Julie. That perspective, having been at Lakeview for as long as you have, I think is really helpful for our audience. And if you have an interest in an opportunity here at Lakeview, I invite you to go to our website, which is lakeviewregional.com/careers. Check our list of available positions there and apply today.